Reviewing a number of laws for Uganda is a priority for Uganda Law Reform Commission in the next financial year, 2013-2014.
We are doing a major revision of the laws of Uganda, 7th edition. What we have now is the 6th edition. When we talk of laws of Uganda, we mean all the laws of Uganda. So we have the principal laws and the subsidiary laws. The last revision was in 2000. Now, since that time, a lot of things have taken place. So many laws have been enacted. A number of amendments have taken place. Some of the provisions have been declared unconstitutional, as you are aware. So we need to come up with a new version that is up to date.
Some of the laws to be considered for amendment is the Prisons Act of 2006.
On the death sentence and life imprisonment. The Prisons Act and the decision of the Supreme Court, there is a conflict.
Life sentence means 20 years imprisonment. But now the Chigura case changed the whole thing when it became discretional. That the judges, the interpretation of the judges was that a life sentence means somebody must serve the entire life of his being in prison without going home. So we want that contradiction also removed from there.
But the members on the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee are demanding for conjugal rights for the prisoners, a long-standing subject of discussion on the fundamental human rights for a prisoner.
We need the law to be reformed so that the conjugal rights should be inclusive.
Well, there is no law prohibiting it, and at the same time there is no law emphasizing it, and that's why for us we don't look at that as a priority.
But reactions from some quarters indicate that allowing conjugal visits could produce mixed results, and the mere implementation may prove difficult for a country like Uganda.
We can allocate space, we can allocate beds. We shall ask our inmates to notify us such that we can get in touch with their respective families.
You can hug, but you cannot go for sex. And even if you requested now, I tell you we don't have the facilities. But even when it is in place, the conditions are that you must first prove that you are officially married before you enter the prison.
To other countries like US, UK, there is a provision for that where a male prisoners or a female prisoners, there is a place for them to exercise their conjugal rights.
If a female prisoner came to prison, had sex with her husband, then tomorrow gets sex with somebody from outside, but the outside person is the one who has impregnated this wife of the prisoner, and then these other children come in the home, bastards come in the home. So it becomes very, very difficult. Then the question of supposing the woman has contracted or the man has contracted AIDS while this one has been in prison, and he comes for the conjugal right. So are we first of all going to examine?
However, human rights activists argue that the move could help in maintaining family ties and reduce cases of homosexuality in prisons.
What if it is you? So, and that's why when you go to prison, it is common to find homosexualities because of that one.
As long as you will have homosexuality in the society, our catchment area is society. If the society has homosexuals, then some of those homosexuals definitely end up in our system.
Prisons authorities say if this is to be allowed for prisoners in Uganda, the spouses will have to pay for the service.
You must have the rooms where they are going to have it, because it's no longer a simple visit of standing there and here. You must have a room, you must furnish it with the beddings, and there must be a criteria, because wherever conjugal rights are, they are not free, they are paid for.
Other countries like Mexico, the United States, Canada and Brazil are implementing the conjugal rights for prisoners.